So, welcome to any ideas, but I thought maybe leave the first bit just solo violin, kind of like a lonely seaman. I never made a decision to do it, it just was, and somehow I always just knew that. In many ways it has been a male-dominated field, but actually more and more you look around and it is mostly female string players. But then, like, if you go into the pop world, for a very long time they'd always book female string players and male brass boys, and there was one show I did and the big band was entirely male except for one female, and she was booked because she's brilliant for no other reason, rightly so. And when they came to me and they wanted me to lead and fix the strings for it, and they said, oh, here's who we're thinking of, I stopped him after about 5 names and said, everyone on that list is, well, female and of a certain look, if you like, which is great if you're going for a modelling job, but this was for a brilliant gig, playing phenomenal music that you needed to have an interest in. And so I said, I'm not doing the gig unless you get men on in the string section, and also not just men but like players that have an interest in playing in that style. It just didn't feel right for me. By all means, let's have an all-female string section, but like, let's book it on people that might be over 30 and have kids but can really play. It works both ways. Yeah, that didn't really work for me. A standout moment would have to be the Quincy gig last year in Paris, because of the music we were playing, the guest artists, the entire band, the singers on stage, the backing singers who all did their own solos as well, the crowd in Paris. The whole thing was like a circle of love, it felt like. For me, that's a standout gig. But there have been so many pinch yourself moments. My first ever paid work was a tour with Elton John when I was still a student. I just got a note in my pigeonhole where I studied saying, you've been selected for this tour. And like, we went to New York Radio City for like a residency. I couldn't believe I was actually being paid to do this, and I honestly still feel like that now with most gigs I do. We're very lucky as musicians. Before that I was thinking of maybe just sing the downbeats. It is an Irish-American tune, apparently dates back to Civil War times. There's something astonishingly haunting about it. I listened to a few different versions of it, and each one of them moved me in different ways. It's often just performed as solo violin, almost doesn't need anything more. And yeah, it's very haunting, very simple, harking back, I'd say, very much to Irish and Celtic simple soulfulness.